Rise and shine, gamers. It's your boy Cam Nuggets, and today we have another update on an ASMR creator who was unfortunately terminated from YouTube. IcedMochaAsmr has been excommunicated from YouTube, from the partner program, whatever you may need to call it. Again, this is another one of those situations similar to Soli, where a creator who kind of teeter-totters on that edge of creating like not safe for work content and ASMR is, in my opinion, wrongfully removed from the platform. I'm not gonna lie to you and pretend that Iced Mocha is one of the safest. Like, oh my gosh, she was so innocent. She didn't do nothing. No, her videos were a bit risque. They were a bit, more for adult, enjoyers. But by no means was her content super sexual. There was no nudity, there was no sexual content. It 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 followed every YouTube rule, or at least from the videos that I have seen. I will be showing you guys some data and going over the tweets that she had put out. But just a little heads up, if you guys do want to go support her, I'm going to put her links down below for her new Twitter account and her new YouTube. So go show some love. No, this isn't me simping. It's just showing some support for an ASMR creator who, in my opinion, didn't really deserve to be taken down, similar to Soli. YouTube does have, ad-friendly guidelines. They have rules. They have the ability to age restrict your content. I don't think anyone should be terminated for something that YouTube allows, if that makes a lot of sense. Again, like, her content shouldn't be for children to watch, but if it's age restricted, if it's not monetized, then I personally don't see a problem with it being on YouTube. So this was Iced Mocha ASMR's YouTube. This is Social Blade. It's a cool site where you can check out people's subs and views and whatnot. And here is her data before her account was terminated. She had 76k subscribers, so not a huge content creator, but also nowhere near, my measly 1.9k. I do appreciate you all, but of course, we're the little guys here. So IcedMocha, definitely not a small creator by any means, with over 10 million views. So lots of views gone, lots of subs gone. Very valid channel, very good content quality. You can go probably find some re-uploads or backups of her content on many sites. I think that on her Twitter she links some of her new things, so just go check it out. But yeah, she was only on YouTube since July 6th of last year. So about a year and a half, I would say. I'd round it up. And about right here, the 21st of November, and then on the 25th of November, you can see where she lost 149,000 views that day, 150,000 views that day, which means this is usually her probably deleting her videos because YouTube might have, given her a strike for this specific video and that specific video. So that's one strike, two strikes, and it looks like on the 30th is when her channel was taken down. Again, I'm all for hearing your guys' advice. I love to discuss with you guys, this whole situation regarding, what you would say adult content creators exploring the safe for work side of ASMR. I have no issue with it. I think that, sex work is real work, all that good stuff, whatever. It doesn't bother me. Make money however you want. As long as you follow the YouTube guidelines, I think that YouTube should treat you fairly, just like me. If I get age restricted, you get age restricted. If I'm allowed to say something, then you should be allowed to say something. That's just the way I feel with YouTube in general. So if, IcedMocha here was, let's say, given a strike for like an ear licking video, then YouTube, you should be striking Amaranth. You should be striking Azra Lifts. You should be striking all these other, multi-million views YouTube channels who are doing the same exact things, or you should be striking none of them, because there is a time and a place. There is content for everyone. There's age restricted content and there's adult content. If a video does not have nudity, if it's not, what you would say, an adult film, then I say age restrict it and move on. You shouldn't terminate people's accounts, putting their livelihoods at risk Like right here, we can see if this number is accurate. You know, these numbers are probably off by a little bit because YouTube takes revenue out from taxes. But if this is how much IcedMocha would be making a year, it's a pretty good side hustle. If she's making this much a year, that's more than a, 9 to 5 job making $15 an hour. So that's good money. If she's only making this much money a year, again, it's a cool side hustle for her to do and create content that people enjoy. Um, so again, YouTube is in this weird spot right now where they're playing with a lot of people's accounts, a lot of people's livelihoods in a sense. Again, either livelihoods or source of income. Still, people are going out of the way to create honest work. It doesn't matter, in my opinion, if the videos are, towing the edge of not safe for work content. Nobody's getting hurt. She's not hurting anyone. She's not breaking any laws. I just realized my hair is a mess. She's not breaking any YouTube rules either. But it seems that YouTube is just going out of their way to create and pick and choose when they want something to be deemed inappropriate or against ad guidelines. And it's kind of getting old. It's kind of getting tiresome. And this is coming from someone who's made videos talking about how certain creators are just absolutely abusing the way YouTube works. And that's fine. But what does suck is seeing some of the content creators I have no issue with, whose content is hidden behind, age restricted videos, all that good stuff. They're being taken down from the platform with no real reason why, which is why we're going to go over to Mocha's Twitter and read what YouTube said. All right, so we're on Twitter. This is her new account. She just made it after she was terminated so that she could reach out to YouTube. IcedMochaAsmr. So go follow her if you support her. But here's the tweet she sent out. Hey, Team YouTube, my channel was wrongly taken down for violating nudity and sex guidelines. However, my content doesn't have either of those in them. I make ASMR content, so I have hope that gives context, but it doesn't contain any pornography. I also never received a second or third strike. At Team YouTube, please, if there's anything you could do to help reinstate my channel, I would be so grateful. I've worked so hard on the channel and I have been diligent about the community guidelines. And it's just a bunch of people like showing some love and, trying to help out. And again, this situation is just really, really lame to me. I think that's like the only way I can really say it. I, again, I like to discuss things that should be allowed on YouTube and should not be allowed on YouTube. We have creators who are, going on pro the thing that happened in Germany rants on Twitter, and they're allowed on YouTube because it's their ideas. But when someone creates content that's a little risque, doesn't break any YouTube guidelines, they are terminated for something they're not doing. The nudity and sexual guidelines thing is very, 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 very lame of an excuse. It's a pathetic excuse, quite frankly, because we've seen much worse content. I have made a video on the creator Dr. Phil ASMR, who would do try-on hauls, and she would wear see-through shirts, and she would have it would be see-through right there, and all you see is you get a little nip in your eye. Which again, I say go if you want to put that on the other sites, on Twitter, on the hub, go for it. I'm not gonna stop you. I'm not gonna be mad at you. But when you post that on YouTube, it's quite funny how that content's not removed. That content is not considered nudity and sex guidelines. But someone who's fully clothed, who's just kind of looking at a camera, talking flirtingly, again, not breaking any rule. They might be kissing the mic, even licking the mic. We'll even go that far, licking the mic, and YouTube will terminate them or strike these creators for sexual content, yet being fully nude with a shirt. I guess it's okay because the shirt is sheer, so it's not fully nude. Maybe I'm dumb. But we were seeing this countless times. YouTube is starting to slack. They won't take down creators who go on, homophobic rants. They won't go on that. They won't go on, they won't terminate creators who go to the forest in Japan and film a body hanging. You know what I mean? But God forbid you want to just be a beautiful woman who is licking a mic, kissing a camera, and your videos are age restricted, and you just want to post videos for your fans to watch. Again, people will argue with me and say, Cameron, there's nothing wrong with this content. Sure. People will argue, Cameron, there's something wrong with this content. It doesn't need to be on YouTube. Sure. Again, YouTube has rules. YouTube has guidelines. YouTube says, hey, you can do this, you can't do this, you can do this, you can't do this. I saw Mocha's content before she was removed. There are plenty of sources again. I'm not going to link them. I'm not going to even tell you where to find them, but there's plenty of sources where you can find her videos, people backed up, and they're not bad. They're not bad videos. They are just kind of a cute girl making, kissing noises. She'll lick the cat. I think there's ear licking, but again, I don't think ear licking itself and should be banned from YouTube. Banning someone should be reserved for people who harm others. I will not be harmed if someone's licking my ear, okay? Especially if I'm consenting. I think when you're watching a video on YouTube, you're consenting. When something's age restricted, it's hidden anyways. So it's not like you're going to be scrolling through ASMR like, okay, here's mic tapping. Here's like a friend role play. Oh, and now there's nudity in my face. Now there's pornography. No, that's not what's happening. If you are watching GB, if you're watching JoJo, someone like Soli, someone like Mocha would not be suggested to you. If these characters are suggested to you, then you probably engage in their content. Sorry if I'm like stuttering all over the place. I'm just kind of rambling. But personally, I want to know what you guys think. As always, IcedMochaAsmr has been terminated from YouTube. This is the second one that I have covered in this. I want to say it's been a month since Soli was banned, and YouTube is really starting to crack down. I don't know what's causing it, and that's why I'm making these videos, because I want to reach a point where YouTube can allow these creators to create. If someone is using YouTube as a repository for like their promotional material for like their other sites, you know what I'm saying? Then YouTube really needs to figure out a better way to handle these rules, or give out warnings that are a little more easy to understand. I don't know if any of you guys create my hair is against bothering me. I don't know if any of you guys create content, but when you do, there's community guidelines, and it's pages and pages and pages and documents of rules that are very lean. They're very picky and choosy. Like there's a lot of rules that they do follow, like, and then some rules they just really don't care about. That's where there comes like cuss words, games with like shooting, games with violence, games with blood and gore. Of course, obviously those will be held to a different standard than real blood and gore. Same with video games. If a video game has sex and a cutscene, it'll be held to a different standard if you just had sex on camera. So I don't really know what the heck's going on with YouTube in terms of ASMR, because again, we have seen countless creators who hide behind this disguise of ASMR to just create like, adult content. But then we have adult content creators who just happen to want to do ASMR. There's two completely different lines, okay? It's like if you work at a store and then you get off of work to go play video games. You're not a employee of that store just using, YouTube to promote the store. I'm rambling. I'm rambling. But again, I think Mocha may have gotten in trouble because if you clicked on her like link tree, it would show all of her sites, some of them which were not appropriate for YouTube. Which YouTube has like this guideline where it says your links must be appropriate, but it doesn't mention like your link to a link to a link, you know what I mean? Because then you're going to end up in this weird predicament where it's like, well, your website had an advertisement for something. It's this really weird conundrum of YouTube is just kind of just taking everybody out who they don't really agree with. And I've seen many ASMR artists through my time lose their channels. Another one is Gina Carla. I was a huge fan of Gina Carla. And her content was just really goofy and funny. And she did do stuff, behind the scenes that was not appropriate for YouTube, which is why it was behind the scenes. Um, but yeah, we've seen people like Luna Rex are on YouTube creating content with like these clickbait thumbnails, but then again you watch the video and it's not bad. And I really am hoping this is a issue where YouTube's bots are maybe not working right, because I don't see how a real human being could watch one of IcedMocha's videos and say, "Oh, this is not appropriate." You know what I mean? This is real bad. This is crossing the line. I'm pretty.
No, 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 no. Wait.
Pretty girl kissing a camera. That's crossing the line. But yeah, rant over, rant over. IcedMochaAsmr, go show her some love. Go show her some. Go follow her. Get her new channel, back to what it was, because she deserves to create content that people want to see. If you don't like that kind of content, if you think it's inappropriate, don't watch it. Block her. Block her. Block anything like it. Whenever someone like her shows up, click the three dots and click hide, or don't follow, or don't suggest this. It's easy. Don't follow it. But if you aren't already, subscribe to me. Subscribe to IcedMocha. Subscribe to Soli. I don't care. Go subscribe to whoever you want. Unsubscribe to whoever you don't. I appreciate you guys. I really do. Thank you. Peace.